everyone, it is Eunagina here and welcome back to all my lovely subbies and also welcome to all of you who are new. So today we're going to be building a eco house, or like a tiny eco house. It's not going to be very big, but I basically just felt like building something that would be like very friendly towards the environment, and also because we are getting an eco pack at some point. I'm actually not sure when we are getting it. It's the one that us fans of The Sims can vote for the different features of the pack. So that one's coming out at some point, and I just suddenly kind of felt like doing something very eco-friendly and also modern at the same time. So this is placed on like a tiny 20 by 20 lot in Windenburg, and it's not a very big house, but I think it's really cute. I really like the house, and it's also got like a nice garden with a greenhouse, and I'm imagining that they'll probably grow their own produce there, where they will be living off, whatever vegetables that they grow and herbs that they grow and all of that sort of stuff, which I think is really cool. So I changed up this house quite a lot. I actually do not like the green roof that I have put there. I started with that because I thought it would look like sort of a grass roof, and that would be very eco-friendly, but then at the same time I did not like how it looked, so I went ahead and changed it. I think it's going to be white in the end, as I remember correctly, or if I can remember correctly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the shape is not like super complicated. It's just this sort of almost barn kind of shape for the main building. And then I did this little detail on the side with the windows that sort of go out in little boxes. I thought that looked really cool. That added a little bit of detail to the side of the house, and I really quite liked that. And I also changed the wallpaper of the house to a wooden white wallpaper instead of the sort of just, I don't know, whatever this is, just white. Because I felt like it would be nice if this house was actually kind of made out of wood. Then there's also a little bit of concrete somewhere on the house as well, though. I'm going to add that one in a little later. But yeah, you can see I've added the white siding to the house now, and yeah, I quite like that. I think that looks nicer than the plain white. And I definitely think the white roofs also look a lot nicer. And I also just wanted to tell you guys that I've had like a massive headache today, and I'm still feeling like a little bit dizzy, or not dizzy, dazed, or whatever you want to call it, whatever you are when you've got a bit of a headache. So if I'm a little bit slow, that's why, and I hope you guys are okay with that. Although I'm sure you guys understand, you are all very nice people, as I've learned, because you are so sweet every time I talk to you. So I'm sure you understand anyway, but I just wanted to tell you, in case you were wondering if I'm being like really slow or something like that. I don't know if I am, but if I am, then that's why. So anyways, as I said, I've added a little bit of concrete as well to some of the walls, just to add a bit of accent to the building, which I thought it needed. It was a little bit too white in the end. And also I did not even comment on the fact that like the roofs that I've put on this little side building here, you can see that there are like stripes on it. I was imagining those metal stripes to be the sun energy things. What do you call these? Why can I not remember? Sun cells? No. What is it called? I completely forgot what those are called, but the things that generate energy from sun. That's what I imagined that to be, and that's what those were supposed to be. So yeah, pretty cool. And as you can see, I am doing the, not outhouse, I almost said outhouse. You should not go here and use it as an outhouse. That's really not what it's about. But the greenhouse is what it is. So that is what that is. And I thought these windows were like super perfect for a greenhouse. And what I did with this is I used this sort of greenhouse wood with, glass roof with these pillars. And then I made I used the tallest half wall to cover the side of them, of the roof, so that it would seem like it had like walls. And then I put in windows, obviously, so that it feels a little bit more closed, because the actual greenhouse kind of thing just with the roof and the pillars. Doesn't look like it is a greenhouse because it's only the roof. It doesn't have any sides. Like practically it should probably also have glass on either end as well, but I didn't feel like doing that. Also, I can't really make it work very well because it's got that sort of pointed thing from the roof. And I'm really sorry if you can like hear some sounds in the background because I kind of have noisy upstairs neighbors. I don't know if it picks up on my audio, and I don't know if it's only my upstairs neighbor. Like, this building is definitely a lot more sort of, you can hear your neighbors so much more than I could in my old apartment. So I'm not sure if it's my upstairs neighbors. I actually even talked to them because they live on the uppermost floor, so they might not even actually know how much we can hear down here. So I just went to talk to them in a very friendly manner. But I don't know, it could also be others all around us that I can hear all the time, but I just don't know if it picks up on the recording. I hope it doesn't, because then it won't disturb you guys as well. But anyways, I just got distracted by that. So what I imagined this greenhouse to be, I just said that earlier, but I do imagine that you should be planting a bunch of produce in there, all your own vegetables and your own herbs and stuff. So I put plants in there, but not actual, plantable things that your Sims can use. I thought that you should just do that yourself. If you've got a gardener Sim who wants to be here, then you can use that. And if your Sim is not a gardener, then you can still have this garden and it'll look pretty, but it's not something that you have to tend. So that's all good. And also, if I just place those plants, the plantable items like tomatoes and all of that, it'll have to have time to grow. Otherwise, it'll just be like a tiny little dirt mound on the ground, and it didn't look as pretty as all the flowers that I put in there. I think the most sort of herbal kind of thing that I put in there was the aloe vera plant, but you still can't harvest that. So, anyways, moving on. So this is pretty much the garden. It's not a super big garden, but we've also got like a barbecue area and a little campfire area at the back. So you've got a lot of things that you can do. Well, not a lot, but you've got things that you can do in the garden. So I think that's pretty cool. And I try to add as much greenery all over the house, also on the inside and also on the outside as I could, because it just has to feel like it is one with nature. That is the feel I'm going with, to be one with nature. So I started placing the counters like this, and then there was no room for the fridge. And I wanted these sort of pantry fridges because I felt like that would fit really well if they are living off fresh produce from their garden. And I really wished, by the way, when I was doing the garden, I really wished that I had those chicken coops and the sort of cow enclosures that we had in The Sims 3. I don't know if you guys have played The Sims 3, probably a lot of you have, so you'll remember that. Maybe, I think it was actually store items. It might have been items that were from the store, but I had so many things from the store. I was addicted to that store in The Sims 3, so I had so many things, and I just loved having chickens and cows and all that. That would have been pretty cool here too, because these people would have probably liked having, their meat and their eggs and their milk come from their own produce as well. But you can also just say that you are buying from local farmers or something in the area that are all good and all of that stuff. So anyways, I also try to put as few lights in this house as necessary, or as I can, because there isn't any electricity that is not generated by the sun in this house. That's how I imagine it to be. So, it's clean energy, but I just don't want there to be too many lamps everywhere. I also put quite a few candles because I thought that would be really nice, and that's definitely very environmental friendly. So I wanted to have that. We don't have a TV because I thought as little electrical stuff in the house as possible is what I would have preferred. So that's what I went for. We also don't have a computer. If you guys want both of these things, you can definitely just add it. So there isn't any problem in that. So there isn't a dining table though, but there are bar stools. So I actually imagined a couple who lives here, or a single sim for that matter, to be using those bar stools when they eat instead of a dining table. But again, I'm sure you could sort of find a way to make room for a dining table if you did not like the fact that there wasn't one. But I think it's alright, especially for single sims. If you're a big family with children and teens and all of that, then I can definitely understand why you would want to have a dining table. But if you're not, then it's not strictly necessary. As long as you have like a place to sit and eat, then it should be all good. And I quite like bar stools. I think they're nice and they look nice. I think the home is quite modern as well, although I am mixing in a few things that sort of feel a little bit country-like, just because that style sort of brings out the bit of eco feel to the house. So there are a few things that feel a little bit more country, but I think most of the house is pretty modern and I quite like that. And that kind of bookshelf style that I used right here, I feel like this could be a bookshelf that the people who live here built themselves. So they're pretty sort of handy do-it-yourself people who create their own furniture sometimes, and they don't hire a bunch of people and they don't buy from mass producing factories that sell stuff, so they just make it themselves instead. So I don't know, I think that was sort of very fitting for whoever lives here. So yeah. And I suddenly just remembered when I saw myself placing the toilet paper. Have you guys noticed? Because I just noticed like a few days ago that they have added more swatches to the toilet paper, and some of them, the toilet roll is turning the opposite way. Like, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but there is this internet battle going on, that, as I'm sure most of you will know, where people are like, no, the toilet roll is supposed to have the paper going over the roll, and some people think the paper is supposed to go under the roll, and that makes more sense, and blah blah blah. So I don't know if it's something they've added a long time ago, but I have only just noticed it. So now you can have the toilet roll go both ways to fit your taste in toilet paper fashion, or whatever you want to say. I just thought that was pretty funny. So yeah, I quite like that detail. Let me know if it's like a super long time ago since they did that, but I just haven't noticed at all, so I have no idea. I just thought it was really funny when I saw it. So that's pretty cool. It comes in all the same swatches, just different with the toilet roll turned the other way instead. So if you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, just go into the game and look at the swatches. You'll see what I'm saying. It's funny. It's funny. But yeah, anyways, this is the upstairs bathroom, and what we just did was the bedroom, obviously. So it's just like a studio almost, with like a platform going up there, and no closed rooms or anything except for like the bathroom, of course. So that's pretty much it, and I kind of like that very open plan feel to it. And I'm just adding in some bins because I forgot bins, and I just wanted to note that like I made green bins both on the outside and on the inside, and I did that because I wanted it to look like they were recycling bins. We don't have recycling bins, but these people would definitely have recycling bins. So just imagine those green bins to be recycle bins and not just regular trash cans. So yeah. So this is the little barbecue area. We're done with the inside. I just thought I wanted to do a few more things for the outside, make a little more sort of activity stuff going on out here. So I went and did that. And I think I said at the beginning of the video that I would make this campfire area at the back, but I actually changed my mind and I put it here at the front. But anyways, we are off to the screenshots, as you can see. So I will talk to you on the other side as usual. fun. I hope you enjoyed the screenshots, and I also hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of this little eco house. Do you like this kind of style? Would you like to see more of it? And all of that sort of stuff. If you have any unique styles you would really like me to build, because I really want to just mix up my content, of course. So if you have like a really cool suggestion for a different style that you would like to see, I always love to do all sorts of things. So I would be happy to be inspired by all of you. You always have a lot of good ideas, so let me know. But yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. That really helps me out, because yeah, it just helps my channel and I would really appreciate it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and see you soon.